Greetings, fellow internet travelers, phone scrollers, what have you. Thank you for coming through. Even if you're just hanging out to chill, even if I'm just in the background, or if you are listening very intently, welcome back to the Herb and Peach channel. My name is Herbie. This is the Herb and Peach channel. This is vlog number 36. Hope you're doing fantastic. I have just woken up. I am attempting to make sure that these happen, dude. Like, it's got to be consistent, you know, at least weekly. As for myself as well, it's good for me to look back on these. Maybe eventually you'll start to see like the dark circles around my eyes go away, and I'll make like a compilation. Don't take that the weird way. So I just really want to quickly talk. It's gonna be a short vlog, not like last time. I'm like, it's a short vlog, and then it's like freaking 12 minutes, 13 minutes. I mean, it's like actually gonna be a short vlog. So there's three things I don't want to look at real quick. Whether I'm in the background or whether you are focusing intensely on this will be good for both of you. All right, check it out. So the body map thing, the separation between the top and the bottom half of your body. I'm gonna talk about that really quickly, and then I'm gonna talk about how the fact that I had a show and how that went. Or I'll probably just show like a video really quickly to just be like, dang, it was awesome. Bam! And then I was gonna talk about, dude, what we've just been noticing with like the craziness of the world right now in terms of like people, no matter how old they're getting, they're just like feeling like they have no purpose. I run into this all the time in videos and in person. Like in videos, you have people like spending their lives being like activists about like really niche issues that are like difficult to even check if they're like unfalsifiable kinds of like activities, like trying to save the world from like trying to save like another country from starving, like when the people around them are struggling to find meaning in their lives. It's like you're gonna go out there and like do this crazy thing that's unfalsifiable. You can't even tell if you're making a difference, but it makes you feel better. Why are we doing that? You know, I understand it. I don't hate it, you know, all this kind of stuff. Anyway, really quickly, so the top half and the bottom half of your body are like separate entities, kind of have like a mind of their own. This thing just blew my mind. Learned about this years ago, and it kind of just like took me on this trail. My body map right now is getting me closer to a point where I can like crack those middle bones. I still feel like there's something there, like it's like stuck. But top half of the body and the bottom half of the body are like intended to move and function in a way separately from one another, which makes a lot of sense when you think about people, like how it's so respected that people can like move their hips so fluidly in dance or in anything. It's just seen as a highly coveted thing to do. Why? Because the top half of your body and the bottom half of your body are intended to have a very separate but connected kind of relationship. Think of like a dog wagging its tail. It doesn't know it's like wagging its tail. You know, it's just like, it's just going crazy. It can't really control it. Why is that? Don't we have the same thing? It's kind of wild. Okay, the show Friday was like a dream. It's like seeing like all my homies from like, it's like a fever dream, just seeing all these people from like different parts of your life just like show up together and like they're all there. It won't be the last one. I hope that you can make it to the next one. It'll be amazing. Check it out. I think I already shared a video, but here's another one. Why is everything going crazy right now? So why are people getting older and still feeling like their life is meaningless? Why are people still getting older and still like feeling like angsty about life? You know, people are super rich, and then people always talk about like, oh, I'm so rich, but I'm still so sad. I just listened to the Mansions 2 album recently, and I'm just like, yeah, Mike Posner and Black Bear, and like they make decent music, and they're always talking about how they're rich and they're just so sad. And then you hear about like these people, like activists and stuff, rooting for countries that they don't have any connection for, claiming sides to wars that they have no clue what they're talking about. You know, everyone's like so gung-ho about finding, you know, there's like a flag online, like a meme flag that goes like, I support the latest thing. We're all exposed to that, and I'm just sitting here thinking like, I'm sitting here wondering like, why is it that people are attaching their value to such great monumental quote-unquote causes that are seemingly intentionally unfalsifiable. Like you can't tell if they're winning or losing. It's like people are just like desperate for purpose. Like they get rid of like the Bible everywhere, and then they're like, oh no, why is there no purpose in anything? Not that I'm really big on Sky Daddy, but there's a lot of principles in the Bible that are obviously axiomatic and true throughout like thousands of years of time, which is one of the best ways that we can decide if something is true, is like its durability over time. Dude, like so much of it comes down to the parents, like forgiving the parents. And then people are like, well, what did my parents do? First of all, I'd say two things on that. One, it's not just our parents. Like this is a generational pattern that needs to be done, which is just like looking at the parents and like what I was talking about like 2 weeks ago, like looking at seeing where the faults are, but not blaming them emotionally. It's not just special to us. It's like our parents, we got to do it to our parents. Their parents got to do it to their parents. Their parents had to do it to their parents. If they want to find like any kind of semblance of peace, why? Because otherwise you spend your life trying to friggin' put up a flag for like another country. You have like to say that you're trying to save the world or something, when you have no clue what's even happening over there, or what your effect on that is. It's like instead of focusing on what you can change, people are just like so focused on like doing something where you can't tell me that I'm not serving some kind of purpose, because like look at this like enigmatic thing that's up there. It all comes down to like forgiving the parents, because it's like you might be sitting there feeling weird already, because you're like, doesn't it just feel weird, like just feeling like, oh man, forgive my parents, what do you mean, like they didn't do anything wrong? Just that feeling right there is what I'm talking about, or is what could be talked about, because it don't matter if it's like someone you've met for like a year or someone you've met for 5 years, let alone for someone like that you've known for 20 years plus. There's gonna be transgressions that happen, there's gonna be issues, there's gonna be some way that they rubbed you the wrong way, or vice versa. And so the longer and longer you spend with someone, there's always going to be something to forgive for, or to like, some kind of conflict or some kind of issue. So if someone's like, hey, forgive your parents, and it feels black and white, like, oh, there's no way that there's anything I have to forgive them for, that, if anything, is a sign of a deeper kind of problem where you're like trained or made to be afraid to even acknowledge like the humanity of it, because it doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're human, whether it takes like a day or two, let alone years, there's gonna be something that you can like conceive of to forgive them for, or to acknowledge some kind of issue. You know what I'm saying? So if it's completely black and white, that, if anything, highlights the issue more. But if it's like kind of nuanced, it's like, oh yeah, they do this, they do that, then that's something more real, something more like honest, because like what I just said. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I've just been thinking about that. If you like to love someone, like, because we all want to love like our family and like our parents, to love someone is more to acknowledge the things that the bad sides that aren't necessarily your favorite, because otherwise you're just loving like this idea of them. But if you're acknowledging like the bad sides too and still loving them beyond that, then you clearly are getting closer to like loving the honest person that they are. Anyway, big love. Thank you for coming through to the Herb and Peach channel. This is vlog number 36. We're going, is it? I think so, right? Yeah, 36, dude. The top half and bottom half of your body are separate. Dude, leave the swallow muscles alone. Feel the front of your shins. Have a fantastic day. Thank you. This is Herbie with the Herb and Peach channel. Vlog number 36. Be good to yourselves out there.